Are you ready to stop the self-sabotage and create the life you desire? Well, in order for that to happen, you need to break free from the bad beliefs that are holding your success hostage. You need to optimize the stress by turning it into extra energy for success. And those hurtful habits? Well, we need to give that pain a purpose for progress. Welcome to Stop the Self Sabotage and Create the Life You Desire podcast. I had an emergency root canal today. What does that have to do with the bad beliefs that might be holding you back in life, or whether it is an imprint that is making you impotent on the action you're taking? Can you tell it's a little hard for me to speak still with the Novocaine that I've had? Okay, so how does all of this fit together? First, let's look at what is an imprint and what is a belief. An imprint is something that you have accepted as the truth about the world. It's a shortcut that your mind uses to determine if you should avoid something that's painful or if you should move into something that's progress producing. Imprints can be changed. You can get rid of an imprint in your mind and change it out for another one. Now, imprints all form the basis of a belief, but a belief is like an imprint on steroids. An imprint is something you've accepted as the truth about you. So I'll give you an example. Let's say that you accepted an imprint about the Easter Bunny, about Santa Claus, about the Tooth Fairy. But it wasn't a belief. It was about something outside of you. And as you matured, because this is how imprints can be changed, as you matured, you realized that there really wasn't any such thing. And by the way, if I'm the first one to break it to you, I am so sorry. Okay. So, as you grew older, you realized that that wasn't the truth, those fictional characters, and you changed it out for something that you could enjoy. Maybe you became the tooth fairy for someone else. A belief is something you accepted about you. So maybe you accepted an imprint that there was a tooth fairy, but then the belief that you accepted about you is that she never had enough to leave you anything. That, oh my gosh, if you lost your tooth, you weren't going to be able to get whatever it is that the tooth fairy was going to leave you. Beliefs cannot be changed out. They can only be upgraded. So, if you accepted the belief that there was never going to be enough for you, that if you did something wrong, that you would be punished by missing out, then whenever you're looking at upgrading those beliefs, you want to look at what can you upgrade it to? That yes, there are times you are going to miss out on things. So let's put it in its proper perspective. Maybe you need to miss out on all the drama, trauma, crisis, and chaos from somebody in your office that has the cloud of doom always following them around. Because if you wind up engaging with them, you are going to be the last one that gets anything, because they're going to make sure that they get all the attention because of their problems. All right, so what does all of this have to do with my emergency root canal today? Had a problem with one of my teeth that showed up over the weekend. Yeah, okay, it was a long weekend. I had to wait a while to get this taken care of. And I had to look as I was sitting in the endodontist chair. I'm not sure if I said that correctly. I was looking at what are my imprints and what are my beliefs. Because 40 years previous, I had a root canal. I was 18. I was married. I had my own family. Yeah, I started young. And I had a root canal and it went bad. It made things worse to where just a few weeks after having the root canal, I was back in seeing that dentist to have the complete tooth removed, and even that surgery went bad. So I had to look at what imprints did I have and what beliefs did I have. And I had an imprint that this was a scary situation. My heart rate was up. I've got one of those watches that'll tell you where your heart rate was, and it was not at my resting level. I had to focus on my breathing to bring it back down. It was already elevated because of the extreme pain I was in, but I needed to bring it back down to where my emotions were going to be in control. And I had to look at the imprint and say, what has changed with my maturity level over 40 years? Well, number one, oh my gosh, everything that they have available to them now in the medical community is so much different than what it was 40 years previous. On top of that, I was going to a specialist, and I now also know how to advocate for myself. 58 years old, I know how to stand up and say, this is right, this is wrong, this is what I expect, and what do you expect from me to be a co-partner in my health journey? When I was 18, I didn't have that. I was out there on my own. I had no one to advocate for me. All right, so that was all imprints, and all of the fear I was having could simply be changed out for concern. Because fear will have you building walls, and then you wind up getting trapped in what you've built around you. Concern says, you know what? I need to be on point, and I need to make sure that this is being handled in a way where there are proper expectations on my part as well as on my healthcare provider's part. But then I also needed to look at my beliefs. And my belief was that I've had challenges with surgeries in the past that have not gone correctly. And remember, a belief can't be changed. It is always going to be there. How can we upgrade it? Well, so, yes, I have experienced this in the past. It is the truth. So I know that at times my body can have a challenge with healing. I need to take full responsibility of putting my body in an experience where the healing that can take place is optimized. So if I'm going to have a bad belief that I have challenges with my healing, I can't get rid of that, but I can upgrade it. And I can say, all right, this is the truth for whatever reason. So I need to deal with it. I need to take care of this, not suppress, repress, and say, oh, just think positive. Positive thinking does not work. That is whipped cream on a pile of bullshit. It's still crap underneath, but you can turn that into manure for your garden of growth. So I had to say, my garden of growth, what is it that I need as far as fertilizer to make sure that my health and wellness will grow? I cannot ignore the fact that I can have challenges when I get hurt, that there might be a challenge with the healing. I need to optimize this belief, not just change it out. All right. So I hope that gave you some assistance of what you can just toss to the side and replace in the way of imprints because you have a level of maturity now, and what you've accepted as a belief about you that will continue to be there, and it is going to require some extra effort on your part to make your health, wellness, and happiness happen for you. If I can assist you with this, go to drewdawnferguson.com/2021 and see the course I'm offering you on beliefs. I will give you the success system of all the steps needed to upgrade your beliefs, or you can reach out to me and we can see if I need to work with you in private session. If that's a fit, 1-636-699-7791. All right, it's time for me to go take my antibiotic as well as my pain medication. So until we get together again, here's blessings on your beliefs and how you upgrade them to reveal the real you.